welcome to my channel again. Today we are in Kenema. Yes, we're in Kenema, the eastern part of my country, Sierra Leone. And today I'm at 3K's Leisure Hotel. Yes, it's a very nice place. If you're ever in the eastern part of Sierra Leone, right in Kenema district, please check it out. It's situated at Reservation. It's a very nice place, comfortable, service is top notch. You will really love it. It's really a home away from home. So whenever you're in the east, check it out and thank me later. So, and to show you it's home, so I'm in their kitchen. I'm in their kitchen and I'm going to do fish pie. Yes, they have good ingredients here for fish pie. So I'm going to do yummy fish pie. Yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to season my fish. As you can see, I've removed all the bone nicely from the fish. And now I'm going to season it. Because it's Corona time, everything I do, I like to season with ginger and garlic. So here I have some fresh garlic and I have some powdered ginger. That is what I'm going to use. Fresh garlic and powdered ginger. I like curry naturally, and so I'm going to put a bit of curry. And I'm going to put black and white pepper. Then I'm going to add salt. I mix and I steam my fish. And once my fish is steaming, I'm going to do my pie dough. So now I'm just going to put my seasoning, black pepper, white pepper, and I'm going to put salt, and then I'm going to put it to steam. And once my fish is steaming, I'm going to be making my pie dough. Now it's time to make the dough. So I'm going to use 4 cups of flour, which I'm going to sieve nicely. Sometimes you have some little dirt or whatever. You just want a fine flour when you're doing your pie. I'm going to combine it with a packet of butter and apply what you have. You see, I use Golden Gate, just the full packet. It should be softened. If I press my finger, it should go through, because what I'm coming to do is I'm coming to use the rubbing method and rub it all together. I'm going to rub it till you have fine flour. The butter is nicely mixed. So I'm just going to do this, rub it in, and I'm going to rub like this till all the butter is mixed finely in the flour. As you can see, it's slowly combining the butter and the flour. And that's what I'm going to do for the next few minutes till all is completely combined. We're almost done now. I've just almost succeeded in combining the 4 cups of flour and a packet of butter. See? We're getting nice crumbs, and I can just rub it and it passes through my hand so nicely. So what I want to do is add half a teaspoon of baking powder, just half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 egg. See, I cracked the egg, just 1 egg, and I'm going to mix all of it in this my butter and flour mixture. And I add a cup of water. I don't have a liquid measuring cup here, so I'm just using my 1 cup measurement, and I'm going to combine the water and the flour and all this to make my dough, mixing it nicely, gently to make the dough. Slowly all the elements are coming together to form the perfect dough. So as you can see, my dough is almost set, very soft. I'm just going to mold it and just knead it a little bit so it will be smooth and nice. I've incorporated all the flour and the butter. And mixing, if you find that your dough is too soft, you add just a little bit of flour If you find that your dough is too hard, you add maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon of water, just a little bit, so that you can get the right consistency. But it looks like my dough is all nice, all set. I'm going to just put it in the bowl and let it sit for a little while whilst I make my sauce for the meat pie. I think it's all nice and ready now, so I'm going to let this sit and I make my sauce for the meat pie, the fish pie. Now I have finished steaming my fish. It's all in this bowl. So I'm going to make my sauce now for my pie. I'm going to use some diced Irish potatoes. You see, I have diced the potatoes in very small pieces, very small pieces. And I have my mixed veg. I couldn't have fresh veggies here, so I bought a packet of mixed veg and used about half of it. I have diced my onions. See, I've diced it, and I've diced it into small pieces. I used one big onion and a medium-sized onion, and I've taken a little bit of grounded pepper. I've blended my pepper, and this is what I'm going to use to make the stock. So I put a little bit of oil in my pot. Now the key with pie dough, you don't want it, the filling to be very oily. So you just put a little bit, just enough to just fry your stuff. I'm going to fry my potatoes and my onions till the potatoes are soft and the onions are translucent. So while my onions and potatoes are frying, I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to add my garlic to it. And I'm going to add some of my ginger powder. And I'm going to add curry because I want it to be a bit yellow. I'm going to add some of my curry. And it will continue to fry even as it cooks. Now if you can smell the kitchen right now, the smell is heavenly. So nice. The kitchen is just popping right now. And I'm going to add my pepper. A little bit of grounded black and white pepper. I just love black and white pepper. I just love it. So I'm going to continue to cook it. As you can see, even from where you are, you can see it's almost cooked now. As all this is cooking, I'm going to give it a little bit of salt and make sure all of it cooks till the potato is quite soft. So even as it cooks, I'm going to add just a little bit of water, just a little bit for it to cook well. And it's going to steam for a bit till my potatoes are soft. Okay? My potatoes are done now, so I'm going to add the fish. The fish is already steamed. And I don't want it to cook too much again, it's already steamed. And I'm going to add my frozen veg. You know it's already soft, so it doesn't need to cook for too long. And I'm just going to mix everything. My pie filling is set. I'm just going to mix everything and allow it to fry for just a little bit, and it's all done. I have my fish pie filling. So now I'm going to roll out the dough. I'm just going to spread a little bit of flour on this work surface. Remember, when you're in the kitchen, always wash your hands, always clean your surface. And okay, I forgot to mention, when you're making your dough, make sure you taste, when you're making your filling, taste it that it is to your liking, because your pie is as sweet as your filling. If you don't like it, there's no way it will go into the dough and it will turn into a nice pie. If you like it and you have your dough right, your pie will be delicious. So here is it now. I'm going to roll it out and cut it. Now, if you can see, I have what we call a pie cutter. Ordinarily, this is a pie cutter, but you might not have a pie cutter at home. You can still use just around the edge. I'm going to do the two ways, pie cutter and around the edge. For the pie cutter, I'm just going to cut it out. And for the round edge, I'm going to cut it out too. You make the round edge as big as you want it. Now, if I put this in my pie cutter, I'm going to put my filling just as much as I want, not too much, just enough. I'm going to put my filling in here too. And for this, I'm just going to close it up like this. And I use a fork and close it up. I'm going to use a fork and close it up. For this, I'm just going to close it and it's going to do my work for me. And I have two. And sometimes, for it not to stick, I sometimes use, oh, this one is sticky. I sometimes use flour so it will not stick on my surface. And I will cut one. And I put my filling. And if you notice, I'm stretching it out so it will fit in the pie cutter. I put my filling and I close. And if there is some excess, I remove. And I remove my pie. So I have two pie. It depends on what you have. But you have two pie. Now I'm going to make a few of these. Then I'm going to stick it in the oven. There you go. You have pie. Another tip is that when you are rolling out your pie dough, don't make it thick. Make it thin. If your dough is thin, it makes for nice pie. If it's too thick, it's not going to be so nice. So make sure your pie is thin. So you've added your filling. I'm just going to close. And when I close, I try to remove all this excess. And when I remove it, I have a nice pie. Rolled, pressed, and very nice pie. So I've made all my pies. Now I want to do some egg wash before I put it in the oven. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of water on the egg, on one egg. I'm going to beat it. And I'm going to use a brush and just brush it on the pie. Just brush it. I'm going to brush it on all my pies. And I'm going to put it in a baking tin and stick it in the oven. I'm going to leave it to bake until it's golden brown. And then the pie is done. So after now, I'm going to put it in the oven. This gives it a nice shine, a beautiful shine at the end of the day. Now I'm going to put it on a tin and put it in the oven and bake till it's golden brown. Now the pie is just from the oven and it is done. Ready to taste. Looks so yummy. And I'm just going to taste a little bit and let's see. After making all this pie, I'm going to break some. And I'm just going to have some. Yummy. So delicious. You can keep this for snack and it's good. You can freeze some. And when you're ready to bake, just take some from the freezer. Allow it to thaw and you bake for your kids. Good snack. Little lamb in Kenema. And I'm giving you pie the Sierra Leonean way. Right from Kenema. Till next time, like, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that whenever I post, you get a notification. And also leave your comments and your feedback. Let me know if you tried it, how it tasted. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.